Isn't that every show we do?
Pretty much.
It's keeping up the trends. I just can't go outside.
Ooh, it says live. It actually says live this time.
It says live?
Ooh. I think we're having potentially software issues. I hear us.
Interesting.
I don't know what the name of this. Oh, I guess it is the correct thing.
Okay.
Wow.
I guess everything's working now.
Knock on all types of wood. Let me send this URL to people while you introduce everything.
Oh, I have to introduce everything. All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the live show. We're a little bit late today. We were supposed to be live today at 7:30. It is approximately 7:55. Yeah, a little late. A lot of technical problems. We don't have our wireless Sling Studio, which is what we've been using recently for all of our live events. We're trying out a new system. This is all wired up and going to a ton of different computers, so it is kind of backing up in the terms of our former technology, but unfortunately we had to ship out some of that equipment yesterday. But hopefully we'll be back in the next couple weeks, but we are working on a new fix at the moment so that we can still be live, ideally every Friday. Of course, it's a little bit to be determined, but today's show it's probably going to be a little bit different than some other shows that we've done.
Well, all of our shows we've done up to this point have been like the new show.
Yeah, the new show live. And we're kind of attempting to change that a little bit. I was like going over here, but like then I'm like kind of like the monitor's getting in the way.
It's not that bad.
I wasn't sure.
Well, you can see right there.
I was not looking there.
Look, I just spent the last hour trying to get this to work.
That's literally every live show.
He was doing crap that was not relevant and playing video games.
Well, I'm playing video games now. The crap I was doing before we'll be talking about for sure.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be something good for the studio and whatnot in its entirety, but this is when we get a text message about how laggy or something.
No, our complaints were more like it took us forever to actually get this working.
Well, it happens, but for the whole 3 people that ever show up to this live show,
we're doing new things. This is a revolutionary live show. We're doing it without expensive technology.
Yeah, no, totally. I mean,
we had to go to Walmart to make this live stream work.
We had to go to Walmart, and how much did you spend at Walmart actually?
Like $30.
So you're putting away your Mac. Oh, you have this computer. Okay, I was gonna say putting away your MacBook, but like we need to keep up on the chat. Everyone that comes in that wants to the super chat, donate to us. If you want your questions
that's
asked.
assuming people are even gonna look at the chat, but.
Well, that's why we need to be on top of the chat, no matter what.
I'm looking.
All right, at least as long as you have it there, we'll be all right. But yeah, guys. We're really trying to get this live show thing perfected. It's gonna take some time, just simply because of the hardware limitations we have. I guess some software limitations.
I mean, we don't have as many hardware limitations in all reality. This was purely we tried to get this together at the last minute. I said yesterday that I wanted to make sure I got here and we did this all in the morning, so we weren't rushing towards the end. And this is exactly what happened: as we rushed to the end.
And you still rushed to the end, as always.
Yep.
I mean, you do say hardware limitations aren't that much prevalent, but it depends on what you want to do, because prior, when we had the Sling Studio and all, we had, as the train goes by, I don't know how loud you guys actually hear that, we had wireless cameras.
Okay, we don't have wireless.
So now we don't have wireless cameras.
Now we have a lot of wires.
We have a lot of wires. I can no longer go outside, report the weather. I know that was your guys' favorite bit that you had, but we're gonna try some new bits today, possibly.
Meanwhile, like Eric's trying to talk to you, but he's still playing games. Let's see if I do this right. I have no clue. Wait, it's aha. Okay, they see.
You got
they
it.
see the game.
You got it. Yeah. As I slowly just climb up a mountain. We're playing Breath of the Wild. I haven't played it a ton. I only got one of the Divine Beasts so far, but like I play for like a solid, I don't know, couple hours, and then put the game down for like weeks at a time, and then go back to it. So it's not. I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna fall. I gotta figure out how to do this. Ooh, I just made it. yeah, I'm not constantly playing it, so like every time I literally pick this game up, it's like, oh, what are the controllers, and you know, how do I jump? Like it's a nightmare, honestly. But eventually I'll finish the game. Eventually. But even so, we might be playing some other games. We got Rocket League. Rocket League, that was the game, right?
That is correct.
Yeah. Trevor made me get Rocket League. I have literally only played it for about 5 minutes one time, so we'll see how much I suck at it, which will probably be very much so. But that's okay. We're experimenting with a lot of things.
Yeah, no, I figured out what my problem was because I'm stupid.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing here. This is still new.
That's been the story of my life for the entire day.
Because that's what
I don't know what I'm doing.
That is what I wanted to do for the people at home, like trying to figure out. Is I was trying to do the screen thing.
The screen and the screen thing.
Well, the
picture in picture.
That's it. That's what I was trying to do.
Picture in picture.
It's a little big. I'll make it smaller. I've never been
Do
told
you have any idea how to make it smaller?
Yeah. I go here, and then I do. Oh, so we gotta go to pit 1/4, and then yep, it's smaller. Just gotta wait for it to catch up.
Oh, well, that was some
But now
lag
it's too
right
small.
there,
You can barely even see us. Oh.
That's it's all right. I think it's good for what it is. And then how do you easily can you switch it just back?
Yeah, like that. You'll see. You can see it over there, but it's delayed there.
But how do you quickly now go to ourselves?
That button.
Okay.
But I am telling you, it works.
Okay.
I'm learning how this works.
It's okay. It's okay. We have some actual like hardware we're controlling this time around instead of just using an iPad. But that's all right. This might be the way we actually do it in the future. We just need something a little bit better than the Roland HD video switcher V1 HD.
Like some tape and some we can write on this what button does what. I feel like I would do much better already.
Maybe, but who knows? Who knows? But anyway, Trevor, you know how are you doing? You know, you've just been spending the last hour setting this up. How are you doing at this point?
I'm okay. My day was fine. I had a great day at the office here today.
Well, I'm glad you had more fun than I did today, because my day wasn't as enjoyable.
Where did it start getting enjoyable? With the hours of spending on computers and not actual work, or the hundreds and hundreds of dollars at UPS, or the great onion rings that we ate today?
Actually, the onion rings.
That was the highlight of the day.
The onion rings were definitely the highlight of the day. Actually, it was also payday, so not for you, but
yeah,
because we don't pay this guy. He works
discussed in the news show.
Yeah, watch the news show if you want to hear more about that. He'll probably be ranting on a Monday show about that, especially when I just don't show up. Who knows? I don't know.
You're not gonna be here Monday?
I think I'll be here in the morning.
Oh, and then I'm gonna lose you.
And then on Tuesday, I think I have a job, so.
I don't even see this guy.
No, I gave him the keys to this place.
You know what? The problem with him
news show
is literally I don't even see him. He's only here when the camera's on, and when the camera's off, he's just not even here.
Yeah, and Trevor has to drag me in front of the camera.
Pretty much. I had to really drag you to the news show the other day.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But yeah. So today, actually, I was hoping for it to be a very productive day, and computers can eat up way too much of your lives. I spent all day trying to work on a Hackintosh, and actually, for all how many viewers do we have? 0? 4 viewers.
That's a record.
I'll be right back. I gotta get that computer.
Here, I'm gonna try to play whatever game he's playing over here. I don't know. Oh wait, eat. I'm gonna eat that because I don't know what button to click to get out of here. Back. Okay, there we go. Look at me doing something. Ooh, bow. I have a bow.
You're wasting my arrows?
I am sorry, I didn't even...
You were walking in the wrong direction, sir.
How am I supposed to know?
Anyway. So, this is... Ooh, it's been getting worse as it's just been sitting. This is a Dell Inspiron 7577.
Sure.
I think that's what it is. It's your 15-inch monster... Oh. Something's going on there. It needs to go. Okay, there we go.
He was so concerned about his game.
I don't want to die in the game. But yeah, 15-inch laptop, i7 processor, NVMe storage, Intel or an NVIDIA 1060 GPU. Pretty good specs. Great cooling, not gonna really thermal throttle. So my idea was, let's turn it into a Hackintosh. Let's run Mac OS X. I can hopefully edit on Final Cut with this. Yeah, that has so far not happened. This is the screen I am at right now. It has crashed, and I just have a little X saying that the computer's having trouble finding, I guess, Mac OS X file to start up or whatever. I'm just gonna turn this off.
It's been an all-day event with this.
I've been trying to fix this absolutely all day, and nothing has worked, unfortunately. So I really haven't gotten past anything. I started off the day with getting that error, and I have so far finished the day getting that same error. I've tested out a lot of things, edited config files and stuff, and some things helped a little bit, other things not so much. But at the end of the day, I'm still back to ground zero with this, which is tremendously unfortunate. Now, I will preface, this is not my computer right now. This computer has been offered to me to purchase, and I am still...
At a reasonable price.
At a reasonable price, I'm not gonna lie. Potentially on a payment plan, so it...
No interest.
No interest payment plan, I am all for that. But I'm slightly not sure if I can justify the cost of it right now, even though it's not bad. It's not bad. And it's a fantastic computer for what it is. Awesome power, you know, but I don't know if I can buy this right now when I'm looking to get more computers for video editing, which is our business here. So it's a problem. It is a problem.
I mean, I might be the solution for it, because if I really spend the time to really get it working.
Ah, here you go, Trevor. That's what I've been waiting for him to say all day, and he puts it on the ground because he's actually not going to touch it.
I might touch it this weekend. I want to figure out my Lenovo too, which is right here.
We don't care about your Lenovo.
This is a great little Lenovo.
And it's fine running Windows.
And Ubuntu.
Well, it was you were okay. All right, so Trevor has Lenovo Yoga. I don't know.
One of my many computers in my computer collection.
Yeah. Nice small little computer. You ran Ubuntu on it, Linux.
I did.
And you were complaining that it had some faults to it when it was running Ubuntu.
I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't know if it was faults with the computer. I don't really think they were. I think it was faults in Ubuntu that I just didn't like. It's not as snappy as I would thought it would have been, but at the same time, it wasn't the computer really being slow. It was just not as user intuitive in a. And I don't mean user intuitive in like a full design sense or obvious things like that, but just user intuitive when it comes to just being snappy and fast and how Macs and PCs are nowadays with NVMe storage. Like now you just expect you click something, it's there. The graphics in Ubuntu just seem to like
not be as good.
Yeah,
no, I
hear ya. It's not quite the same. But with that being said, this computer is one of those computers I don't really have a specific purpose for. This is my... Am I able to let her swear?
No.
Oh.
We would never do that.
Oh, okay.
Continue talking.
This is the computer I screw around with, if you will.
There you go. See, you made it PG. Everyone's happy. We did not get demonetized.
We lost a viewer, though, because we couldn't swear.
It's okay.
Only if someone swore in the chat. But this is my computer to screw around with. So like I'm open to other versions of Linux to try. I've heard a couple really good ones recently.
Okay.
I might even search one up here. Like if you Google like best Linux 2018, because you have to realize that so much of the world runs on Linux.
No, I gotcha.
Especially because in the server space, pretty much every website you go to is essentially. But this is the one I heard about. I'll bring it up on the screen here. This is called. Elam. Oh, no, I didn't click it. There we go. I have a mouse. Elementary OS.
Sounds like it's for school.
It's not. It's just called that. I actually did download this at one point and put it on one of those little Zotac boxes.
Okay.
It looks interesting. I didn't get a full chance to play around with it. But I'm trying to see here if we can see it good.
See, no. I've always wanted to really get into Linux, whatever form or flavor that is.
Yeah.
But it's very hard to get into and to justify for for specifically me when, you know, my world revolves around photo and video editing. And you can do some photo editing for sure on Linux. Video editing's a lot more problematic. There are a couple video editors out there, of course, but nothing intuitive enough and advanced enough that can replace the editors I use right now, which is currently Final Cut Pro X.
Especially on Linux, I think it's really hard. Windows, you at least have an equivalent. Like Premiere, you can
there's a lot of things for Windows.
But like, here's like, Elementary OS is considered probably the best looking distro in the world for Linux. It's like on all of the sheets is number 1. 2 is Mint Linux, which that one's been around forever.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Mint, but
Arch Linux, never heard of it.
No.
Ubuntu's number 4.
That's interesting, because I thought always Ubuntu was like at the top.
No, there's a lot of people that don't like Ubuntu in all reality, and I think I understand why. You can even see Ubuntu is great for underpowered PCs. It even says it right there. So that might give a good example of why if you actually have a good PC.
Yeah.
I mean, this Lenovo isn't a powerhouse by any means, but it is still better than most of the computers. You got a nice i5 processor, you got 8 gigs of RAM, you got NVMe storage, which is super fast. You know, it's not a crappy computer by any means.
No, not at all.
This is your baseline MacBook Pro, you know, for all intents and purposes. Actually, the same processor, so you know, it pretty much is. So, you know, it's not an old PC that might need an operating system that can attend for that. But look at this, like Ubuntu Studio for aim for audio and video production.
That's interesting. But like, what software is out there? I mean, if someone can prove me wrong, and there's actually like awesome software or something, like, please tell me.
It's very well here.
Please tell me.
Let's take a feature tour.
Feature tour.
Free open source platform is free open source. Blah 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 blah. This is not giving. Okay, let's do video. I thought that said porn. I thought that said. Well, anyway, I thought it said porn.
All right, so you got Windows Movie Maker.
That's what it looks like. OpenChai is a simple video editing for Linux.
Simple.
DVD styler. You could probably use that for your DVDs you gotta make.
I mean, yeah, but then I need also. Wait, is that literally the only 2 programs?
Well, maybe it comes with, but I don't know. This will be my next Google search, but I wonder what video editing program specifically, video editing software.
Because there's really
Linux.
not much out there. I mean, today in the world, there's a couple really awesome video editors. If you're on Mac, Final Cut Pro X is arguably a fantastic video editor. It's actually what we are currently editing on right now. There's the Adobe suite, so Premiere Pro, and then that also that also goes into like After Effects. And those are awesome editors with Adobe. HitFilm,
that one looks interesting.
Kind of a new-ish program, been around for a couple years now. Awesome, I guess, in lack of better words, beginning VFX editor. It has a full, you know, standard video editor, but also is really heavy on visual effects for short films and all that. More recently, we have like DaVinci Resolve, there's Avid, but no one talks about Avid. But besides that, I mean, that's really your kings of video editing. And all the ones I mentioned, I'm pretty sure do not come out, or not on Linux.
No, they're not. But here, this was an interesting one. This looks like one of the best ones. Kdenlive, I would say. It's the best in class professional open source video editing application, hands down, as long as you're on a stable version of Kdenlive on a stable Linux operating system. If you just by the picture alone, it does look.
It does look a lot better. It's looking closer to something like.
Greatest weakness of open source is also its greatest strength. Lets you throw nearly anything you want at it, even if sometimes it means performance suffers. See,
so
this
performance isn't great, optimization isn't great.
But if you have a good enough computer that can power through that, it might not be like if my Alienware, for example, I have, it might have enough power to get through those inefficiencies. Because like Final Cut Pro is a good example of a software that's over-optimized in a way, where it works so good on Apple hardware, even though the hardware, like look, my MacBook Air, which it shouldn't, in all reality, Final Cut Pro shouldn't even be able to run on it. I mean, in reality.
Some regards, no, you're kind of right. Because how old's that thing? Like 7 years old now?
Getting close, 6 years old.
Okay.
So a little over 6 years old. So in all reality, it shouldn't run on it.
Okay.
But it does perfectly, pretty much. I mean, you even were playing around with a little bit this week.
Yeah, I had nothing bad to say about it. I mean,
and that's not even proxies or anything like. It just runs pretty solidly.
No, totally. I mean, something like this, you know, it does show me that there are a couple things out there, but then you have to look at the support around these programs and the features. I don't necessarily want to use software that not many other people use, because God forbid I have a massive project for a client and then have a problem. Open source software, who do I go to besides reading forums all day, which is essentially what I have done all day with in the Hackintosh community.
You go to kdenlive.com and you look at their bug reports, or I don't know, their wiki probably, or the forums, you know.
But it's not the greatest user experience.
Well, let me ask you. Well, I don't know about that, but if you have an issue with Final Cut Pro, you really can't go to Apple. I mean, Apple is limited on what they do as far as support.
Yes, but when you do go to the forums, essentially, there are already so many people that have already possibly reported on any sort of problem.
Well, let's look at this. This was started in 2003, so this is not a new piece of software by any means. I'm getting a phone call. Entertain, Eric.
All right. So, I actually want to dive into this program. I have not looked at it at all. Trevor's mouse is very sensitive. But okay, so let's actually, and I have no idea if Trevor did this before. All right, we're there. Nope. I don't know how Trevor did this.
Free somewhere.
Oh,
there you go. All I did was unplug this, plug it back in.
Interesting. Oh, no signal, no signal. Oh. Are we back? Okay. I don't know if we have audio. No signal, no. You have audio plugged in here?
Well, it's going to hear itself. But here, I mean, we have audio.
We have audio?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And we're back, guys. I don't know what happened. There's some technical difficulties here. Anywho, let's dive back into this editor, though, because I am curious to see a little bit more about it. Okay, let's see. Here we are. So, let's go to features. Can you fix the camera angle for me, sir?
You mean, like, do that? Oh, wait, that. Wait, now I'm all confused. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Okay, whatever. It's working. That's fine. So I went into features here, and wow, multi-track video editing. Wow, so awesome. Use any audio video format, great. Titler, effects, transitions, scopes, proxies, automatic backup, great. Online resources, not bad. Keyframe effects, that's great. So, alright. I am... first impressions of the software, there definitely is some things to say about it, for sure. The fact that you can do proxy editing, even like some video scopes, like that's all good to have. Effects and transitions are probably very limited. But it has some of the bare basics, which is good. But at no point can I say that's worthy of us using it. We rely on so many different effects, sometimes even transitions. I use like audio syncing for not only a video and an audio track, but a whole multicam edit that can be synced all automatically by a computer. It doesn't look like that is available in this software. And that's a problem with a lot of software. That's why I'm very particular on the software I need. I want, essentially the best of the best. And it doesn't look like something like this has that in all reality.
I would agree. It's still interesting to try out. I do want to play around with more Linux in general and try these things because they might surprise you to some extent, but I don't feel like they're ever going to be as intuitive because they don't have $1 billion company behind it.
No, they
backing
don't.
It, developing this stuff. But with that being said, it may not look as fancy, but with the community involved, because it is open source, you might be surprised what plugins and things people have developed. You might be able to do very unique things you can't do with other closed, pieces of software. So I do think there's potential for these things. But with that being said, Eric, you're going to hate me.
Why is that?
Because I actually might have to go because of a slight emergency.
What's your emergency? Or is that not what we discussed?
It can be discussed-ish.
Ish.
Well, no, it can be discussed, but regardless, it looks like there's some doggy issues at my house, where the one dog's not feeling well,
that's
and having some belly issues.
All right.
Which resulted in a mess in a potential dog bath. But
That's no fun.
Those are
That
no
is
fun.
no fun at all. That is very unfortunate.
It is unfortunate because we just got this thing started.
We just got it started. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah.
But this is also just a time where we needed to experiment with some of this equipment. You know
what we don't mess with this now. So now, like next time.
Well, you say that, but like we probably need to work a little bit more on the software and whatnot. Figure out what we want to do.
Oh no, we'll fix the.
Whatnot,
but as far as I think this will work.
Yeah.
So that's good. We didn't get to play games. I mean, you could live stream still.
I mean, at this point, without you, what's even the point?
I like hearing that.
What's even the point? I can get back to video editing.
Get back to it. I mean, start it for the day.
Yeah, start it for the day. I have not started my editing for the day.
Look, I apologize not only to Eric, but I apologize to the viewers. All
3 viewers.
Message retracted? Who said something and then retracted their message?
I wonder if there's a way we could figure out what they said. Now I'm curious. I don't know. Maybe when it goes live, we'll be able, or when it's recorded.
Well, I'm retracting me ever being here.
That's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
That's very unfortunate. Well, guys, I hope you liked the short live show we did. I don't even think it was a half an hour long.
Just about, I think.
It's probably just about. But hopefully we'll be back next week. A little bit more of a better setup. Hope we'll be on time. Maybe we can start a little earlier. That might be ideal.
Yeah. Maybe we'll even do something next week. Or maybe even over the weekend if magically if I decide to come here.
If you magically decide to come here, I'll probably be here all weekend. I don't know.
We'll see. Next doesn't have to be Friday. Maybe we can do just to test the waters.
Test the waters. That's fine by me. So guys, look forward to this week's content. We have some things we're working on. Hopefully it'll be launched this week. We'll see. But we'll catch you at the very least, Monday's news show.
Okay, goodbye.
Take care.